So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a story time. And this story time is about when I went to a horrible daycare. But before we get started, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications. Now let's get into the video. So basically, I started daycare when I was 4 years old. Like most kids start daycare at that age. So anyway, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to daycare. I'm gonna meet some friends, have fun and stuff. Well, first of all, the daycare was in the basement of a church. I'm thinking, okay, it's probably not that bad if the daycare is in the basement of a church. But no, the daycare was horrible. So basically, my mom used to drop me off at daycare and then drop my little sister off our our grandparents' house. And like she would like give me a hug, take me to the like bathroom and stuff at the daycare, and then give me a hug and then leave to go to work. So I'm like, okay, I'ma just like be here, have fun, and like play with like kids and like have fun. But no, first of all, the first of all, it was two ladies who ran the daycare, and they were black ladies, but they were unfit to run a daycare. Like it was horrible. First of all, they would for at lunchtime they would give us cold food. Who feeds children cold food? The food is not supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be warm. Also, at also when you are a daycare teacher, you have to ask the children, do you have to go to the bathroom? They would never ask us if we have to go to the bathroom. They would just be quiet. And like so basically at this daycare, they would keep letting me wet myself. Like, I've never heard of a daycare teacher not ask the kids, do you have to go to the bathroom? Because most children who go to daycare are between the ages of 3 to 5 years old. Now, you, as the daycare teacher, you're supposed to ask them if they have to go to the bathroom, but no, they wouldn't. And so, basically, I've never heard of a daycare. First of all, this daycare is in the basement of a church. It was in the basement of a church. I never heard of a daycare in the basement of a church who does stuff like this. Like those women were totally unfit to be daycare teachers. And like it's crazy cuz I never heard of stuff like this. And like I feel like at first I feel I feel like the parents didn't know like what was going on at like the daycare and stuff. Just like my mom, at first my mom didn't know what was going on, but later on she like after they just kept on letting me wet myself because before my mom would like take me to me drop me off at daycare, but she would walk me inside and take me to the bathroom before she left and give me a hug and stuff. But then throughout the day, they did not care about children. They did not care about our well-being. And so basically, they just kept on letting me wet myself and wet myself and wet myself. And after that, my mom said, okay, I have to get my child out of this daycare. And so that's like what she did. Hold on. Have to stay hydrated. But yeah, but anyway, that's what my mom did. So one day they had let me wet myself again, and I'm 4 years old, 4 years old, and they let me wet myself again. So my mom had called my grandfather and asked him if he could pick me up from daycare because they let me wet myself again. I'm crying and I just did not want to be there. Those women were so unfit to take care of children. And I'm like, I wonder, like, I wonder, I'm just curious if the church said that these women can have daycare in our basement, or did they not have something to do with it? Because clearly, people they should do background checks or something, or like at least have like social, uh, or at least have child services come and like check and see if everything's okay with the kids, because those women were horrible. They had no right to be taking care of kids. And so, yeah, and like eventually, I'm pretty sure eventually those ladies probably were not allowed to be daycare teachers again. I hope they were not allowed. But anyway, my grand so my grandfather came to pick me up and took me back to his house, and I was there with my grandmom, my grandfather, and my little sister. Sorry. And like yeah, so basically that's what happened. That was my horrible daycare experience. And like yeah, and like also they and like also they were just like really aggressive, and like certain people you can tell like if their like energy is like up here, middle, or down here. They had like they literally had no energy. They had no good energy at all, and they did not deserve to be daycare teachers. I don't know who literally said that these women should take care of children. And I'm pretty sure, just like my mother at first, I'm pretty sure a lot of the parents had no intention of, didn't know what these ladies were about. And then eventually my mom found out and got me the heck out of that daycare. She got me the heck out of there and was like, okay, my daughter is not going to be here. I'm taking her out ASAP. And yeah, so basically, that was the horrible daycare story. And it was a little short story. And like the ladies were just horrible. Yeah, well, needless to say, after that, I did not go back to daycare. And then when I was 5 years old, I went to this school called St. Catherine Drexel. Well, actually, the school was called Blessed Catherine Drexel. Then it changed to St. Catherine Drexel. Now it's Drexel Newman Academy. It's a Catholic school, and I went there from pre-K to 8th grade. And I had a sorry, and I had a good time. I made some some nice friends, and then I went off to high school. At Concord High School, I had a good time at Concord High School, and I made friends and I had some fun times. But that was the end of the horrible story about my horrible daycare experience. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications, and I will see you guys. Hold up. The bed is shaped. Like, look at this. Look at this. This is weird. I enjoy this. Well, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications, and I will see y'all in the next video. 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 Bye.